Hello, Namaste. Welcome back to you again in online class of Sagarmatha Secondary English Boarding School. Today I have come along with you with another part of Microsoft Office Excel 2007 Part 9. In this part, we will be discussing about some advanced feature of Microsoft Office Excel 2007. So, let's begin this part of Microsoft Office Excel 2007 Part 9. First of all, I want to show you the lesson objective of Microsoft Office Excel 2007 Part 1. Here you can see the lesson objective of Microsoft Office Excel Part 2, Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, and today we will be discussing about lesson objective Part 9. And in this part, we will be discussing about using max function, mean function, average functions. So first of all, we will discuss about these functions, and after that we will also discuss about sorting and filtering the data, how to sort our data and how to filter our data. So let's begin from first number part. First of all, you have to understand the concept of max. What do you mean by max? What do you mean by mean functions? These are inbuilt functions. So first number, max function. First of all, you have to understand max means maximum. Max stands for maximum, and it is inbuilt function of Microsoft Office Excel. This is called predefined function. It is also called function of MS Excel, and it is used to find the maximum value. Maximum means the largest value from the selected cell range. Sometimes we need to find the largest value among the several values. Sometimes we need to find the highest mark of the student. So that we have to, if you do not use any function, we have to check all the marks one after another, and it takes more time. So that we can use one function, max function, to find the largest mark or maximum mark of the student among them in few seconds. So you have to remember, max is an inbuilt function which is used to find the maximum value from the selected cell range. Now another, practically also I will tell you. Next one you can see using mean. So first of all, you have to understand mean means minimum, and it is also called a function of Microsoft Excel, and it is used to find the minimum value or lowest value from the selected cell range. Sometimes we need to find the lowest value, smallest value, minimum value from the selected cell range. We can use mean function, minimum function, to find the lowest value among the several data, among the several values. So this is very useful. We can easily find the minimum value among the several numbers, several values. Now next point here I want to show you average. Average means also a function of Microsoft Office Excel, and this function is used to find the average value. Sometimes suppose we have 10 numbers or 20 values or 30 values, and we have to find the average value of these numbers, these values. Then we can use average function, so that we can easily find the average value within few seconds. And next number I want to show you what is sorting. Sometimes we need to sort our data. Sorting means the process of arranging the data either in ascending or descending order is called sorting. Sometimes we need to arrange our data in ascending order or descending order. कहिलेकाहीँ हामीले आफ्नो डाटाहरूलाई के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, एसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा अथवा डिसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा. एसेन्डिङ अर्डर भनेको जस्तै ए टु जेड. कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई स्टुडेन्टहरूको नेमले के गर्नुपर्छ, पहिला ए अल्फाबेटबाट आउने, त्यसपछि बीबाट आउने, त्यसपछि सीबाट आउने. यसरी हामी डेटाहरूलाई एरेन्जमेन्ट गरेर राख्न सक्छौँ. र यो डेटाहरूलाई एरेन्जमेन्ट गर्नको लागि हामीलाई एउटा फिचरको युज गर्नुपर्छ एमएस एक्सेलमा, त्यसलाई सर्टिङ भनिन्छ. र कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई डेटालाई डिसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा राख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ. डिसेन्डिङ अर्डर भनेको लार्जेस्ट टु स्मलेस्ट. मतलब कहिलेकाहीँ हामीले के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, जेड टु ए अथवा 9 टु 0 नम्बरलाई पनि हामी सर्ट गर्न सक्छौँ. नम्बर भनेको 0 टु 9 सम्मको नम्बरलाई पनि हामी सर्ट गर्न सक्छौँ. जस्तै स्मलेस्ट टु लार्जेस्टलाई के भनिन्छ, एसेन्डिङ अर्डर, एन्ड लार्जेस्ट टु स्मलेस्टलाई के भनिन्छ, डिसेन्डिङ अर्डर. यसरी हामी डेटाहरूलाई सर्टिङ गर्न सक्छौँ. सो इफ यु आर arranging the data in ascending order, it means you are keeping the data in the form of smallest to largest, and you are also arranging the data in the form of increasing order, that is A to Z. If you are sorting your data in the form of descending, it means you are arranging the data in decrementing order, that is Z to A or 9 to 0, this way. So we can easily sort our data in MS Excel. I will also tell you practically how to sort the data in Excel. Now next number, and this is the last point, because I have to show the practical also. Filtering. The process of selecting the desired data based on certain condition is called filtering. MS Excel मा हामीलाई के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, MS Excel बाट हामी फिल्टरिङ को युज गरेर हामी के गर्न सक्छौं, कहिलेकाहीँ हामीलाई रिक्वायर्ड डेटाहरूलाई के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, सेलेक्ट गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। जस्तै कति जनाको फर्स्ट डिभिजन आएको छ, कति जनाको सेकेन्ड डिभिजन आएको छ, कति जनाको ए आएको छ, कति जनाको ए प्लस आएको छ, यो कुराहरूलाई मात्रै के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, डिस्प्ले गर्न चाहन्छौं हामी, र त्यसपछि त्यसलाई मात्रै प्रिन्ट गर्ने, बाँकी डाटालाई हाइड गर्ने। त्यसको लागि हामी फिल्टरिङ फिचरलाई युज गर्छौं। Sometimes we need to show only the desired data, like we want to display only how many students have got A plus, how many students have got B plus, how many students have got distinction, whose address is only Kathmandu, whose name is started from A. We can sort the data as per our requirement, but for this we have to apply the condition. This process is called filtering. This is also one powerful feature of MS Excel. So now I want to show you the practical also, how to sort our data, how to filter our data, how to use mean function, how to use max function. I want to start from the beginning, from maximum function. So for this we should open MS Excel. I have already opened MS Excel. Here you can see, because we have already done practical, and in practical classes we have already understood how to find total, percent, result, division, grade, and I have already told you several things: how to format the data, how to increase the size of the column, how to decrease the size of the column, how to add row, how to add column, how to delete column, how to add column. Everything I have told you. And after that I have also told you how to find total, percentage, result, division, grade. Formula also I have told you. So today we are going to find another thing also. Suppose we are going to find the maximum mark of the student, maximum value. For this, suppose maximum or highest mark, HIGHEST, highest also you can write, or maximum mark, MAXIMUM, maximum. So you can give any maximum mark, and next you can give lowest mark or minimum mark, MINIMUM, minimum mark, this way. And you can increase also the size of the row, you can increase the size of the column, and next you can also increase this column size. And here you can write the formula. And first of all you have to find, if you are going to find the maximum mark of the student who have got the highest mark in the class, who have got the maximum mark in the class, for this you have to find, you have to select, you have to search that column where total mark is stored inside. Here you can see J number column, J2 number row. So J2, because we have to find, we have to see the result of only one student, first student. We should not see other student. So that we have to write here first number equal to sign. First number we should start our formula from, you know, equal to sign. MS Excel formula always begins with equal to sign. So equal to sign, and after that we have to write max, MAX, then a small bracket open, and after that we have to give the address of the cell where total mark is stored, because we are going to find the highest mark of the student according to the condition, and we have to give the cell range here. Cell range means, you can see here J2, first number is J2, and which is the last. Here you have to give the last, how many students are there, like J12, so that you have to give J12 also, because we are going to calculate the maximum mark of the student according to the total marks, and we have already calculated. So this first number J2 and the last number is J12. Here you can see J12, 399, so that it will check whose mark is greater, and press enter key, and you can see 407 is the largest mark. This is the largest mark among the total marks. You can see 407 is written somewhere. Here you can see this is 407, and 407 is the largest mark, maximum mark. And same you can apply minimum mark also, equal to sign. After that you have to give mean, and next number a small bracket open, and again you have to give J2 to cell range. You have to give, this is called cell range, first number cell address and another last number cell address. This way you have to give and press enter key. Now you can see 256 is the lowest value or smallest, and you should not drag it, because it we find only the single minimum mark or single lowest mark, so that you should not drag down. Now next number, I'm going to tell you how to find the average mark of the student. So for this I want to write here average, average, average mark. Okay, for this again you know very well, we have to write the formula that is called average. This formula we have to write equal to sign, and it finds the average mark of the student. So equal to average, and after that we have to give J22, and here average mark, it finds the average mark of the student. So that first number you have to give here average mark. You have to check the first number, and I want to minimize the size of the column. In average mark we have to give the address of the subject cell address, first number equal to, and next number average, average, a small bracket open, and here you can see English mark, first subject English mark, so E2 you have to give E2, and again last number cell address is I2. Here you can see last number means computer mark, so that I2 you have to give, and close. Now you can see this is the average mark of the student. Here you can see average mark of the student 51. So this way we can calculate the average mark of the student. This is average mark. Now next number I'm going to tell you how to sort our data next, because you have already seen the topic also, and now I'm going to tell you how to sort our data, because sometimes you need to arrange your data in ascending order, sometimes you need to arrange your data in the form of descending order. For this what to do, suppose we are going to sort our data, which data, name of a student, हामी नेमलाई सर्ट गर्न गइरहेका छौं, यसको मतलब हामी एसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा सर्ट गर्ने, जस्तै पहिला ए बाट भएको नामहरू आओस्, त्यसपछि बी बाट आओस्, त्यसपछि सी बाट आओस्, यसरी नेमहरू एरेन्जमेन्ट भएर आओस्। याद राख्ने, जति बेला हामी डेटालाई सर्ट गर्छौं, जस्तै यसको क्लास, यसको मार्क्सहरू सबै डेटाहरू यसको आफ्नै अगाडिमा आउँछ, कुनै डेटाहरू हाम्रो लस हुँदैन। जस्तै रोहन छ भने यसको सबै मार्क्सहरू, जस्तै यसको कति 56.88 छ, पास छ, सेकेन्ड डिभिजन छ, सबै कुरा यसैको अगाडिमा रहन्छ। यो हैन कि फेरि ए बाट आउने बित्तिकै यो मात्रै नेम अफ स्टुडेन्ट भएको कलम, यो कलममा मात्रै डेटाहरू के हुन्छ, चेन्ज हुन्छ, सर्ट हुन्छ, बाँकी डेटाहरू जस्ताको त्यस्तै रहन्छ, हैन। यसको सबै डेटा, योसँग रिलेटेड सबै डेटाहरू के हुन्छ, आफ्नो आफ्नो लोकेसनमा जान्छ। यो कलममा भएको डेटाहरू त्यही कलममा गएर त्यही नामको अगाडिमा बस्ने गर्छ। अब कसरी हामी सर्ट गर्ने? फर्स्ट अफ अल यु हैव टु प्लेस अन द कलम। जस्तै हामी कुन कलमलाई सर्ट गर्न चाहन्छौँ, यो नेम अफ स्टुडेन्ट भनेको एउटा कलम हो, यसमा क्लिक गर्ने। अब के गर्ने, हामी डेटा मेन्युमा आउने। कहाँ आउने? डेटामा आउने। यसमा डेटामा आइसकेपछि कुनै ठाउँमा सर्ट लेखेकोलाई यहाँ सर्ट छ, यहाँ पनि दुईवटा छ, एसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा गर्ने कि डिसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा, यहाँबाट पनि हामी गर्न सक्छौँ। केलाई सर्ट गर्ने यसले भन्छ, हामीलाई केलाई सर्ट गर्नु छ, सिरियल नम्बरलाई गर्नु छ कि नेम अफ स्टुडेन्ट, जस्तै नेम अफ स्टुडेन्टलाई गर्नु छ। अब नेम अफ स्टुडेन्टलाई कसरी गर्नु छ, यहाँ ए टु जेडमा गर्नु छ, एसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा गर्नु छ कि डिसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा गर्नु छ। जस्तै एसेन्डिङ अर्डरमा त ओके गर्ने। अब हाम्रो यहाँ हेर्न सक्छौँ सबै डेटाहरू सर्ट भइसकेको छ। यहाँ फर्स्ट नम्बरमा ए बाट आएको छ नाम, त्यसपछि डी बाट, किनभने बी बाट छैन त्यही भएर डी बाट, त्यसपछि एल बाट, एम ओ पी आर 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 एस एस बाट छ। यसको मतलब हाम्रो डाटाहरू सर्ट भइसकेको छ। र यो भन्दा पहिला म भनेको थिएँ रोहन नामको स्टुडेन्ट, जस्तै सिरियल नम्बरमा पनि अलिक के आउँछ, चेन्ज आउँछ, किनभने सिरियल नम्बर 1 2 3 बाट थियो र यो डेटा सर्ट हुने बित्तिकै सिरियल नम्बरहरू त्यही स्टुडेन्टहरूको नामको अगाडिमा जान्छ जुन पहिला थियो। यहाँ सबैको डेटाहरू पहिलाकै डेटाहरू छ, लस भएको छैन। सो दिस वे वी क्यान सर्ट आवर डेटा। दिस इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट, दिस इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट फिचर अफ एमएस एक्सेल। समटाइम वी नीड टु सर्ट आवर डेटा इन ascending order, sometimes we need to sort our data in descending order. So this is very important to understand. Now next number I want to show you, if you want to sort your data like serial number, this column, then what to do? Click here. Suppose your data is not sorted properly, you want to sort your data again in ascending order, then click here. Now you can see same. Now next number, you can sort your data like percentage also you can sort. If you want to sort your data percentage, then click on percentage and you can click on ascending order. So that ascending order, if you want to first number display the largest percentage, which percentage is the greatest percentage for this J2A, you can see first number 90, then 88, then 85 and so on. This way, it means this way we can sort our data. I hope you understood how to sort the data, and you can also sort the data, other data also, like mathematics mark. First of all, you want to show whose mark is smaller. After that, you want to show this way also you can sort your data. Now next, I want to tell you how to use filtering. If you want to sort the data again according to the serial number, click on it, and after that you have to select the ascending order. This is called ascending order, and this is called descending order. So this way we can sort our data. Now next, I want to tell you how to filter the data. Filter means how can we select the desired data and hiding the rest of the data. We want to only display the desired data. जति बेला हामीलाई desired मतलब जति युजफुल डेटाहरु छ त्यसलाई सिलेक्ट गर्ने, बाँकी सबै डेटाहरु टेम्पोरली हाइड भइहालोस्। सबभन्दा पहिला हामीले के गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ, त्यसको लागि सोच्नु पर्ने हुन्छ के को आधारमा। जस्तै हामी यहाँ पत्ता लगाउन चाहन्छौं कि हामीसँग कतिवटा A+ ग्रेड आएको छ, त्यो ग्रेडलाई हामी फिल्टर गर्न चाहन्छौं। सबभन्दा पहिला डेटा मेन्युमा आउने र त्यसपछि कहाँ क्लिक गर्ने, फिल्टरमा क्लिक गर्ने। र फिल्टरमा क्लिक गर्ने बित्तिकै सबैको अगाडिमा एउटा ड्रप डाउन, यहाँ सानो एउटा ड्रप डाउन बटन आउँछ। र ड्रप डाउन जस्तै हामी ग्रेडलाई एनालाइसिस गर्न चाहन्छौं, कति जनाको A+ आएको छ त हामी A+ सिलेक्ट अल चाहिँ त्यसलाई रिमुभ गर्ने, A+ मा आएर के गर्ने, क्लिक गर्दिने। यसरी हामी गर्न सक्छौं। र त्यसपछि के गर्ने, ओके गर्ने। अब हेर्न सक्छौं कति जनाको A+ आएको छ। यसमा एक जनाको मात्रै आएको छ, ओम प्रकाश नामको स्टुडेन्ट छ, सिरियल नम्बर 5 थियो, उसको क्लास 7 मा छ, सेक्सन ए मा छ, इंग्लिशमा यति मार्क आएको छ। यसरी हामी के गर्न सक्छौं, हेर्न सक्छौं, डेटालाई हेर्न सक्छौं। जस्तै यसको डिस्टिंक्सन आएको छ, एक जना मात्रै छ। फेरि यसलाई हामी रिमुभ गर्न चाहन्छौं भने हामी फिल्टरलाई रिमुभ, यसमा क्लिक गर्ने बित्तिकै रिमुभ हुन्छ। Again, if you want to see how many students have got first division, then click on division, again click on filter, and after that you can click on division, here drop down, and you can see how many students have got distinction. First of all, you have to click on select all, and after that you can click on distinction and click on OK. Now you can see how many students have got distinction. So this is very simplest medium, this is very easiest medium to filter or select the desired data. And after that you can print also. You can select this much only. Suppose if you want to select only this much, you can copy it, and if you want to paste somewhere like in MS Word, you can paste the data also anywhere. So this way you can, here you can see, so this way we can print our data also. Now we can easily print our data, and you can increase the size, you can decrease the size. This way you can print your data. Suppose I want to print, then file menu in MS Word, and next here you can see print also, print preview also you can see. So this way we can print our data. Orientation also you can change this way, landscape, portrait. So I hope you understood how to sort the data in Excel and how to filter the data. Now once again I want to show you in MS Excel. Suppose if you want to again remove the filter, then what to do, you have to click on filter, it removes, and we want to check how many students are passed, how many students. Again click on result, and after that click on filter, and after that you can see how many students are passed. Select all. First of all remove the tick and only tick on pass, and okay, you can see how many students are passed. Again remove the filter. So this way you can see the number of students, how many students are passed and how many students are failed. Suppose I want to give here only 39. Now I want to check filter. Here you can see one student failed. I want to see how many students are failed. Click on. Now you can see only one student. Here you can see only one student is failed, and you can remove the filter again. So this way we can remove the filter, we can apply the filter. If you want to see how many students have got 100 marks or how many students have got 99 marks in mathematics, then click on mathematics here, and after that filter, and you can filter the data. Select all, and you can see how many students have got 99. Click on OK. Now you can see only 2 students have got 99 marks, Lakshmi Mahato and Surendra Chaudhary. Everything you can see, their percentage also, their distinction, sorry, their division and grade, everything you can see from here. Now next, filter. Here you can see Rohan Thapa, Manoj Yadav, Elina Shrestha, Lakshmi Mahato, Om Prakash, Anurag Sagar. So these all are the name of the student, and If you want to filter the class also, suppose you can see there is only the combination of two class. If you want to filter the data, you can again click here and you can filter the data, and after that you can filter it. Suppose you want to see how many students of class 6 are there, you can see how many students easily with the help of filter. So this is also very powerful feature of MS Excel. With the help of this feature we can easily select the desired data according to our given condition. Now next I want to show you again. Here you understood how to use MS Excel and how to use different features of MS Excel. I hope you understood about this. And if you want to insert like some more sheet, then what to do? So I have only, you can see there are 3 sheets, 1, 2 and 3, and we are working in sheet 1. If you want to use sheet 2, you can also, if you want to work in sheet 3, you can do, and if you want to insert more sheet, you can also insert more sheet. And remember, and after that we have to save our file. Click on save. I hope you understood about this, and next day, tomorrow, I will tell you some more advanced feature of MS Excel, and after that we will start the answer question of this lesson, and after that this lesson will be ended. So thank you. This part is ended, and again I will come with another part of MS Excel part 10. Thank you and have a nice day.